This is Ryan Thompson, Assistant AD for Athletic Communications here at Davenport University. Today I'm being joined by head men's lacrosse coach, Chris Esquivel. Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
You guys wrapped up your season here on Saturday against Lindenwood. You guys 5-8 overall. You guys were 1-5 in the league play. But I will say this, you played all of your league games last year and ended up 1-8. So you got to feel good about the progress that your team has made going 4-3 in the non-conference. In two of those games, you lost by just a single goal to Lake Erie and then Walsh in overtime.
Yeah, I think from last year to this year, we've taken big steps. And I think a lot of that is just the experience that our guys had. When we first went NCAA, when we were varsity, we pretty much were a freshman-driven team. So just with kind of COVID the last few years, we've never completed a full season. So for us to play a full season, have the experience the previous 2 years, I think the guys are really kind of understanding what it takes to compete at this level. And we return a lot of players for next year, and we bring in a pretty big class. So we're really excited to take that next step.
I took a look at the season at the end of the year. You lost a couple down the stretch, but I would say this, you take a look at the results, they're much closer than they were the previous year. So what adjustments did you guys make within your program, and what can you continue to do to get a little bit closer in the GLBC?
Yeah, so I was really happy with how we kind of closed the gap a little bit more. And when we review film, there's a lot of stuff that we liked, but a lot of it, I think, comes to just like some experience and making some decisions. So a lot of things we do when we play, for us to have success, lacrosse is such a free-flowing sport that we do a lot of decision-making. So that's what a lot of our practices are, for our guys, just to kind of read different situations and then continue to make the right look. So we just got to continue to have more of those game-like situations in practice. The experience is a big thing. It was pretty eye-opening to compete in the GLBC, which I think is the most competitive Division II conference for men's lacrosse. I think it's like the SEC football of Division II. So for us to kind of get that experience and play through it, we were a little bit more ready for that this year. And I think returning so many guys for next year, they kind of know the work that needs to be done and the extra effort that needs to be put forth in the offseason and preparation. And I'm really excited to see where we're at next year.
You take a look at some of the guys individually. Danny Milano had another fantastic year for you guys. He had 151 saves last year. He was a GLBC goalkeeper of the year. Well, he had 153 this year. So do you expect him to be considered for that award again?
Yes, I do. I think he is the top goalie in the GLBC. When I say that, there are other really good goalies, but I think Danny kind of just shows that he's able to kind of do some of the little things. I know he had a lot of ground balls for us too. He's really active in the clear. He does a great job stopping the ball, but he does like some of those things that kind of add more to his goalie play. But I would definitely think that he'd be considered to repeat in that award.
Take a look at a couple other guys and what they had in terms of their statistics this year. Jordan Cascanet, fantastic for you guys, 31 goals and 17 assists, 48 points, more than doubling his output from last year. Talk about what Jordan's meant to the program.
Jordan has really helped elevate our program. He came in our first year for Division II. He actually transferred in at the semester. He was attending a school in Canada that didn't even have field lacrosse. And right away, Jordan was a leader on our team. He's been a 2-year captain. Every year he's improved. He's a fiery guy that the guys like to follow. And he just puts the work in every single day. So he's really helped us elevate our program. And I think one of the more impressive things for Jordan is he actually doesn't have much field experience. He just grew up playing box lacrosse. So he really adjusted really well to the field game.
Two other guys I'll just mention. Obviously, there's more, but, Andy Trapp on defense, 21 caused turnovers this year. They ranked 35th in Division II and 5th in the GLVC. Talk about Andy's defense and what that meant to your ball club.
Yeah, Andy is a lot like Jordan. Both are captains. Just Andy's on the defensive end, and he always has a great attitude. He's a really great leader, and he's always working really hard in practice and encouraging his teammates and pushing them along. And Andy's a guy that I've known for a really long time, and he just puts his nose down, goes to work, and I'm really happy that we'll have at least another year with him leading our defense.
Another guy to mention would be Lucas Renzetti. I mean, we talked about in the preseason about faceoffs and obviously how important that is in your sport. So Lucas was just over 50% this year. I'm sure that was better than it was last year, and I'm sure you want to see that continue on into 2023.
Last year we were around 26% for our faceoffs. Just for that big jump for Lucas coming in, I knew once he was on campus, he was going to make a big impact for us. And for him just to be a freshman and go toe to toe with a lot of the upperclassmen and the GLBC, I think when he comes back next year, he's going to be more prepared for that challenge. He's a hard worker. And a unique thing for Lucas is most faceoff guys that kind of get off the field right away, but he actually stays on. He'll play some offense for us too. I think he might have been the only guy in the NCAA that actually took a faceoff and then played man up for us.
That's awesome. And then finally, your senior class, you had 6 guys who you recognized on Saturday. What does that group mean to you as a coach?
They're a really special group. They came in ready to work, want to be part of our NCAA experience. Some of them transferred in, and they've just been great leaders. And I just can't say enough great things about them and everything they've done with the program. And I'm really thankful that I had the opportunity to coach them and have them be part of our program.
Thanks again for joining me here today, Chris, and good luck in the off season as you try to build the team for next year.
Thank you.